Hello everyone, welcome to CSC Core Concepts in the series Database Management System Made Simple. In this video, I am going to discuss about the DML SQL commands, that is the data manipulation language commands. In my earlier video, we have discussed about the DDL commands where we are going to define the data using the create, alter, rename, drop, truncate commands. Now, in case if you want to manipulate the data inside the tables, then you will have to use the data manipulation commands. Now, the first data manipulation command is the basic one, is the insert command. Okay, so if you after creating the table, in that we have seen that how to create a table, but in that case you were just declaring the attributes, the data type, the size and the constraints. That's it. But as of that time, there was no data inside the table. Now, when you want to input the data or when you want to add the data inside the tables, then you have to use the DML commands. Now you can use the insert query for insert command for inserting the data. Okay, now here let us say you want to insert, the syntax is insert into table name, the column name and the values you want to give, right? Let's say in our employee table I want to insert the first record, so I am writing insert into employee and the column names, because the order is important. Okay, you may not change the order if because it is going to map here, like SSN, name, address, gender, salary, birth date, department number. This is important to mention because otherwise what will happen? This value, if you are writing name here, it will understand it is a name. So it is going to map, the first value is SSN, the second value is name, the third value is address, the fourth value is gender, the fifth value is salary, then comes the birth date, and as I am keeping the birth date in the single quotes, and then comes the department number. Understood? Now, while inserting, if any one of the value is less, that time you will get a compilation error that it is not matching. Now, second type of command which can, after inserting such records, you have, let's say 10 records, but you want to change some of the values in some columns. Okay, so for that you can use the update command. So what is the update command? In that case, you can update the values at the column level, but you can update one row at a time, or you can update multiple rows also. Okay, let's say for example, first let us see the syntax. The keyword to update the value is the update table name set. This is what you have to write here. Set column name is equals to the value or the expression. Now, if you want to update only one column, you can simply write here. But if you want to write multiple columns, so you can write here. Now, let's say I want to give 100 rupees bonus to all the employees. So, in their salary column, all the values should be increased by 100. Okay, this is what I want. I want to give 100 rupees to each of them. So, what can I write is update employee set salary is equals to salary plus 100. Since I have not mentioned to which row I want to give, it will be updated in all the rows. Suppose I have 100 employees. So it will be updated to all 100 employees. Now you may not want to give to everyone, okay, the 100 rupees bonus. You want to give it to few people only under some criteria. So if you want to give some criteria, you have to use the where clause. Okay, the where clause is used to specify on what condition you want to execute this query. So let's say for example, okay, first let's see the syntax. You can write update table name, set the column expressions, where. This is the keyword by which you can mention the condition. So let's say where salary is less than 1000. So you want to increase the bonus of the employees who you want to give 100 rupees bonus to those employees whose salary is less than 1000 rupees. So you can mention a condition here where salary less than 1000. Now you can add multiple conditions also. Okay, you may add multiple conditions using and or. Now if you are using the and, that means all the criteria should match. And if you are mentioning using or, that means any one of the criteria should match. Understood? So let us see some examples here. So let's say give 100 rupees bonus to the employees having salary less than 10,000 rupees. So here there is only one condition. So you are simply writing update employee set salary is equals to salary plus 100 where salary is less than 10,000. So it will be applied to multiple columns wherever this condition or this criteria is met. Okay, otherwise not. But if you want to give multiple conditions, let's say give 100 rupees bonus to those employees whose salary is less than 10,000 rupees and their birth year is before 1990. Understood? Two conditions you want to specify. So, and both are mandatory condition. It is not like that any one condition should be satisfied. Since both the conditions are required, you have to mention it using the AND clause. So here you will write update employee set salary is equals to salary plus 100 where salary, the first condition is where salary is less than 10,000 and because both the conditions is important, birth date falls before 1st January 1990. Okay. Now you want to give based on any one condition. Let's say 100 rupees bonus to the employees whose salary is either less than 1,000 or their birthday is before 1990. Okay. So this you can mention using the OR clause. Okay. So in that case, even if any one of the condition is matching, it will work. But here both the conditions should match. Then we can have more conditions like give 100 rupees bonus to the employees having salary between 1,000 and 5,000 rupees. Understood? And birth date before 1990. Okay. So both conditions, that is salary should be between. Now you can write this condition in two ways. That is where salary greater than equal to 1,000 and salary less than equal to 5,000. This way also you can write, or you can use the between clause that will say that between 1,000 and 5,000. And the next condition, that is the birth date. Now if you can have a salary between 1,000, 3,000 and 5,000, so salary in 1,000, 3,000 and 5,000. If the salary is 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000, that means in this range, you are defining a range. Okay, I am writing this between, that means in the salary range actually. Okay, don't get confused that because I am writing between, it means you have to use the between clause. You don't have to use the between clause here. I am saying that if the salary is among 1,000, 3,000 and 5,000 rupees, that is, it is the range. So in this range, then you have to give the employee. If you want to give bonus to all, where the update the phone number 0000 where there is no phone number. So you can write where phone number is null. If that column is left blank, that is null column, right? So wherever you find a null column in the phone number field, you just simply put 0000. Then like you have in, you can have not in. That means I do not want to accept this range. I want to give salary bonus to everyone. So that clause is not between. Then comes your not in. Like your not between, you can have not in. Okay, I do not want to give in this range. Then you can delete. So last time in the data definition, we have seen two commands, drop and truncate command. So they are used to remove the tables and all. Fine. But here if you want to delete some rows based on certain condition or no condition. So you can use the delete command by writing delete from table where you can, a condition is optional. Okay. So if you want to delete all rows of the table, simply write down delete from employee. So all rows will be deleted. But if you want to delete those data which are before 1970, so delete from employee where birth date is less than 1st January 1970. If you want to delete a particular record, suppose one employee has left the organization and you want to delete his record. So you will write delete from employee where name is equals to Smith, or any column, right? Any column based criteria. You can have multiple criterias also using again and or. So if all the criterias are compulsory, then you will put a and clause, that is where name is Smith and birth date falls before. You can have multiple employees called Smith, right? So you want to delete which Smith's record where the birth date is before 1990. So these are some of the commands of the delete of the data manipulation language, that is insert, update and delete. So they help in manipulating your data. Now you can have two more commands here, transaction control commands, that is called as TCL, which comes as commit and rollback. Now after you add some records in the table, you manipulate the records, you work with the records. So it is a good practice that you should save your rows. Okay, so next time when you log in, those rows are as you have kept it. So, or let's say for example, you are working on the system, you are adding some records, then you are manipulating something, and sometimes surprisingly the system shutdown occurs, or let's say there is a power cutoff. Then in that case, after the restart, you may not get your records. So it is a good practice that after some time you should save your records. So that can be done using the commit command. So if you simply write down commit with a semicolon, the rows will be saved. Okay, and this will save, and even the transactions whichever you have performed, they will be saved. But suppose if you do not want to save, you have done some update query. Let's say you have given bonus to all. Then you realize, okay, I should have done it on the wrong table. Now I want to go back. I don't want to do that. So what will you do? You will just write down rollback. So it will discard all the transactions which has been done after the last commit. Now see, suppose if you have updated and if you have committed, then it may not be. Understood? So after the commit, if you do whatever changes you have done, that can be undone using the rollback command. So these are some of the data manipulation languages which are performed on the table. Then in the next video, we will discuss about the querying on the data which is saved, that is using the data query language. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CSE Code Concepts. Thank you.